Hey YouTube. So I don't know, man. I um I decided to do a video because fuck this tape. I don't want to charge my phone. I decided to do a video because I see a lot of people doing their coming out stories and stuff like that. And I done told plenty of stories on YouTube. Most of them probably was speaking on my sexual preference and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I decided to take the time to be truthful. I'm not gonna give too much detail, but I'm gonna try to give as much as I am comfortable with, and I'm gonna try my best not to make this video too long. But who knows? So I remember back in, I'll say about the 1990s, like 2000, and it could have been 2007, 2008, 2009. I lived in Darby, Pennsylvania. The apartment we lived at was right next door to Queen of Pisa on Main Street. Um, and Ever since I was younger, I knew I was different. I wasn't attracted to the same sex or anything like that at first. I just knew I was different. I was always into feminine stuff. I wanted to play with my female cousins, be around female relatives. Um, I just felt more comfortable being around female relatives because I just knew that being around boys, they was like my male cousins and stuff like that. They was always doing something to get in trouble. They was into stuff that I wasn't really into or didn't really care about. And a lot of the female cousins around my that was around my age, they ain't really get in trouble too much. And I know sometimes as girls get older, they get into I mean, no, they get to the point where they want to do girl stuff and they don't want boys around and blah blah blah. But I just feel like I always had that feminine vibe where I wanted to play with Barbies, I wanted to play with mannequin heads, I wanted to I was just into girly stuff. Once I got a little older, about 8 or 9, it got to a point where I went from playing with Barbies, and then it got to the point where I felt like I wanted to dress up. And I know a lot of gay guys who might watch this video can relate, where you walk around the house with shirts on your head, wrapping towels around your head, pretending they wigs and stuff, and you might find wigs and makeup around the house, and you try to dial yourself up and hurry up and remove it and take it off before the homophobic people come around and try to scold you and attack you. And it got to a point where I've been through the God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I've been through the boys don't do this, boys don't say that, boys don't dance like this. I've been through it all for several years, and it just got to the point where it was like a damn chant that it wouldn't go away. And no matter what, I still snuck around and did what I wanted to do. And because like I said, I just felt comfortable. And it would get pretty boring because most of the time, like we moved in so many different neighborhoods, we was always moving somewhere. And it would get on my nerves. Even like going to school, teachers ask, damn, y'all moved again? We done moved from Darby to North Philly to Southwest, North Philly. Like it got to the point where throughout the years we was always moving back to back to back for whatever reason. So most of the time I wasn't able to do what I was used to doing, like spend night at my aunt's house or uncle's house and hanging around people I wanted to hang around, especially when we moved to North Philly because everybody else was living in Southwest, West Philly, Darby, places in Darby or something like that. And I'm all the way up in North Philly. They ain't really have much family that I can hang around other than my stepdad side of the family. And I go over there. But then there'd be times where I just was like, all right, sometimes it's fun and I don't mind it, but sometimes I want to do other stuff and I want to hang around family members on my mom's side. Not saying that anything was wrong with the family members on my dad's side, but it's like now I want to hang with family members on my mom's side because it just got to the point where like you think that you could trust people and then they start snitching on you, telling your business and getting you in trouble. And I'm like, y'all fake as fuck. And I felt like hanging around my cousins on my mom's side, there was times where I was able to have a lot more freedom. And yeah, I was able to have a lot more freedom and get away with a lot more. Um it got to a point where a lot of people will always ask me questions about my sexuality, and I got sick and tired of addressing it. I have family members that keep asking. Like people in certain neighborhoods would always ask because they always see me wanting to hang around girls and not hang around boys. Sound like they so people crack jokes like, "Oh, you must be they secure. I mean, they bodyguard, they security or whatever." And I'm like, no, I just know who to hang around and who not to hang around because I mean, and to be honest, I mean, I don't owe y'all no fucking explanation. So then I have some of my female cousins, like people would see me dancing like a girl or just always hanging around girls. And my cousins, they're he not gay, he's just feel comfortable hanging around us. So now I get very offended and very defensive. I'm like, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't owe y'all no explanation. I do what the fuck I want to do, and it's starting to get on my fucking nerves that every time. Let's say, to be honest, I feel like Lil Nas. I mean, getting off topic. Well, this kind of similar, but to be honest, what I feel about the whole Lil Nas X situation, people been picking on him since he first came out with the Old Town. Oh, what the shit called Old Town Road song. They've been picking on the way he dressed. They pick on his sexuality. People just every time he do something, people got a problem with it. And I feel like he do a lot of shit on purpose. And even as a gay man myself, I don't always agree with what Lil Nas X do, but sometimes you gotta piss people off, and that shows that people can break you down. You do what the fuck you want to do. That's not the only time he did something that was kind of religious or whatever you want to call it. Because in that what the fuck is that? It's the name of that song where he was sliding down the pole when he was dressed as the devil. It's a lot of people who dress up like Jesus, refer to themselves as Jesus and shit like that. So y'all and y'all feelings because he's gay and he did a song called Jesus Christ and dress up as Jesus. And another thing is Hurricane Chris can't say nothing because nigga, you ain't drop a song. I mean, you ain't drop a hot song since years ago when you did what the fuck is that, a baby or something like that. Nigga, you a one hit wonder. And fucking Kai, you ain't nothing but a fucking Twitch streamer trying to get caught off of Nicki Minaj. To be the fuck honest, you wasn't nothing but a game streamer. And now all of a sudden Nicki Minaj finally decided to do a motherfucking live stream with you. You feel like you hot shit. And then you petty as fuck cause you get noticed by Nicki Minaj 1 minute, then you hanging with fucking Offset the next. Like the fuck? But at the end of the day, people gonna talk shit and you just gotta be booked, busy, and unbothered. I had to learn to ignore people my motherfucking self because I had fake ass friends that used to talk shit about me. I got family members that talk shit about me on a daily basis. Little do they know, I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm 31 years old. I know how to ignore. You raise your fucking hand and it's gonna be another fucking situation. And I'll have every right to defend myself and I might motherfucking put you in a casket. But other than that, I'm just at a point where I don't give a fuck. People, I got family members that I don't even fucking talk to. People just gonna talk shit just because they not. I feel like people talk shit because they not happy with themselves, and they got fucked up situations going on in their life. So for some stupid reason, it makes them happy to pick on others. But like fucking Tokyo Vanity said on one of those Love and Hip Hop reunions, you pick this motherfucking booger, your nose gonna fuck around and start leaking. So to stay out of trouble, I stay to myself. I stay away. And when you stay to yourself, you ain't gotta worry about nobody saying, oh, such and such did this, such and such said that. Cause at the end of the day, you in your own circle. And if somebody try to jump in your circle and you don't want to be bothered, then they deserve their ass to be whooped. But every school I went to, I had bullies, staff members and students. Every neighborhood I lived in, I had bullies. No matter where, I think this is the only neighborhood I ever lived in where people just stay to themselves, mind their own business, and I don't really have to worry about much. I don't know why my phone over here tweaking. I could go to any store I want to. I could walk to certain places by myself and not be bothered. But if I was in West Philly or any of the other neighborhoods I used to live in, I'm I more than likely would have to fuck somebody up. Hell yeah, they speak on Jesus. They do photo shoots dressing up like Jesus, and nobody say nothing. But as soon as a gay rapper or musician do it, now it's a whole big problem. But like I said, I feel like I feel like Lil Nas X do shit purposely because he already know motherfuckers going to talk shit. He's not the only one. People talk shit about Kanye West. I feel like he do shit purposely because he already know motherfuckers going to have his name in their mouth. And once again, I'll say I feel like a lot of motherfuckers are give they unnecessary opinions because they not happy within themselves. So they feel comfortable picking on people and talking shit about people up until they talk shit about the wrong person and get their asses whooped. I don't know what's up with this new generation. What I don't know what's falling from the sky, but it's a lot of people that's walking around acting like they tough and they could just pick on you and talk shit about you. I feel like a lot of people need to mind their own fucking business. And if a person ain't saying shit to you, saying shit about you, or by you in any way, shape, or form, mind your own motherfucking business. Mind the business that pays you. Lil Boosie always got an opinion about something. Ain't he the same nigga that was on Instagram Live with his ass cheeks showing? Ain't he the same nigga that was trying to he was trying to get his son and his nephew hid from older prostitutes? Ain't nobody worried about Little Boosie. He mad cause his music ain't popping, and every time he run his mouth, something stupid happen. Cause once again, people ain't happy with their lives, and they find it fun to pick on people. They got fucked up situations going on in their lives, so they walk around and think, "Oh, it's cute or fun to pick on people." Even on YouTube, when I go live, I'll be having a lot of motherfuckers that don't show me no fucking support. They always commenting some negative shit under my videos because they not happy. I never seen The Color Purple yet. I didn't see the new one yet, but I heard what happened in it. I heard she is getting her ass whooped. She got dragged to the floor. She is getting raped. Had babies by a man she believed was her father, and she pretty much get her ass whooped throughout most of the movie. And he went through all that, but as soon as she met Suge Avery and they had a little quick love scene, now he got a problem with it. He's flip floppy because what's the difference between Suge Avery and Celie having a love scene and then you making songs about liking lesbians? I don't get it. So it's okay for you to like lesbians, but you don't want your daughter to be a lesbian. And ain't this the same daughter who you was just beefing with not too long ago? To be honest, they ain't never really do nothing. All they did was kiss. He act like that the scene was super long and they did a whole bunch of other stuff. I read the book. The book was way worse than the movie. All they did was kiss. Obviously, he must not have seen the original version of The Color Purple because at the end of the day, you should already known that it was a love scene between two women in it. Lil Boosie always got to run his mouth about something. He do. He always got to run his mouth about something. I mean, other than the fact that Suge was in the tub and Silly gave her a little quick massage or whatever, but that ain't nothing. It could have been a whole lot worse. Why? It's wrong because I don't know. I really don't get him. I like his ass need to get canceled like the baby. The baby learned his lesson. You don't see him cracking no homophobic jokes no more. Hmm. Don't can nobody understand what that asshole want. Exactly. I mean, like I said, I have not watched the new version of The Color Purple yet, but I heard certain things that happened in the movie, and he went through a whole bunch of shenanigans that could have happened in that movie. But as soon as it gets to the point where Fantasia and Taraji P. Henson are kissing, now you got a problem with it. But you have no problems with allowing your underage son and nephew to have sex and get hit from older prostitutes. You had no problem with showing your bare ass on Instagram Live while you were in the tub. Every time something LGBTQ related happened, he always got an opinion. But he be the main one doing the most zestiest shit. Because sometimes you have prostitutes that don't have the right mindset. They allow men to treat them like shit. They allow men to call them out their name. And as long as that money coming in, they do whatever, whenever, however. And this shit been going on for years. Even if you watch the Melvin what's his name? Melvin Van Peebles movie, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. This man allowed his son to have sex with an older woman. This shit been going on since the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And back then, I guess people thought it was okay. And I guess he felt like his son might be about like 17, 18. His nephew might be about like 17, 18. So he like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna allow them to have sex with older women, some nasty ass prostitutes. But when it comes to my daughter, I don't want her watching The Color Purple. All because of one quick love scene. That's not the only crazy movie out. Look at Eve's Bayou. Cicely damn near almost had sex with her own father because she wanted to be so much like the mom. And that's why her ass got slapped to the ground. And she ain't get one slap, she got two slaps. Cause they think by allowing their kids to have sex with these women, at least they ain't gotta worry about their sons being gay. But at the end of the day, these children nowadays gonna do what they want to do. You might try to force them to not do something while they in your household, but they gonna go outside. They might spend a night at a family member house or spend a night at a friend house or be outside at schools and parks and stuff like that. You don't know what they doing behind closed doors. All you know is you're an unfit father that allowed your son to have sex with older prostitutes because you feared that you ain't want your sons being gay. Now, when they walk around with the leakies and gotta go to the clinic to get that tube stuck in their penis, then now what? Then you gonna be feeling stupid. All you know is you allowed your sons to sleep with nasty ass prostitutes. I swear people ain't got the sense God gave them. That's because these parents ain't teaching their kids right from wrong. They not teaching their kids what to do and what not to do. They think it's just cool. Like, oh well, with the way little Boosie thing, you can already tell he don't have the right mindset. He just like, look, I ain't gotta worry about my son being gay, so this is what I'm gonna do for his birthday and for my nephew' birthday. I'm gonna allow them to do something with a prostitute because that's the way he lives. And I look at it like if you so bothered by what a gay person does, clearly you must be gay. Because why every time something happens when it comes to the LGBT community, you always gotta speak on it. It's so much other stuff to talk about. But your mind is so quick on talk about, oh, this person gay, this person a faggot. What are you? That person ain't saying nothing to you, ain't do nothing to you, and ain't bothering you. So why are you so worried about what another person does? And if it bothers you so damn bad, then clearly you got something that you need to air out. He probably one of them niggas that be going to them Puff Daddy parties or Diddy or whatever his name is nowadays, where you guys sign a non-disclosure, and then when the money stopped coming in, they want to get on Vlad TV and all these other platforms and want to snitch. But it's all good because he is going to get to the point where he going to keep running his mouth and he going to get that the baby treatment. It's gonna get to a point where he can't perform at certain places. Oh, he gonna learn. That's why T.S. Madison cursed his ass out on Twitter. And that's what bothered me because a lot of people act like they ain't got no problem with gay people or transgendered people or lesbians or whatever the case may be. But every time something happen that they don't agree with, they very opinionated and got so much to say. Then motherfuckers want to talk about some, oh, we could be cool, we could be friends, but respect me and I'll respect you. No, bitch, what you want to do is you respect me or get cussed the fuck out and get punched in your damn face. Then you got the ones that sit there and act like they so cool with people that's gay or whatever, but then be going around saying a whole bunch of homophobic stuff and expect you not to get offended. They want to tell some, oh, I'm not talking about you, so you shouldn't get sad. At the end of the day, I look at it like, yeah, you might not be talking about me, but at the end of the day, you're talking about people that's just like me. So I can only imagine what you saying about me when I'm not around. Because if you could sit here and disrespect the person that's part of the LGBT community, clearly, I'm pretty sure you doing the same shit when I'm not around. And then try to act all friendly when the hell I do come around. And that is exactly why I stay to myself. I ain't got time for nobody because people get me to the point where I have to fight them. I'll be back because it looked like everybody leaving. I had 3 people watching. Oh, she should have because it's a lot of these rappers that just think they can say and do whatever they want. And like I was saying earlier, I don't know what's going on with this new generation because a lot of these people is going around acting like they tough and they could just say what they want, do what they want, and treat people however they want. And I'm at a point where it's like, Imma just ignore you. I ain't got time for it. But as soon as you raise your hand, it's gonna be a whole nother situation. I'm not about to sit here and entertain your bullshit. Go ahead, run your mouth, because that clearly you're. Because if I walk away, you're pretty much talking to yourself. I mean, not too long ago, I just had to stop talking to a friend because he was getting very disrespectful with his mouth. I don't think we I don't think we talked since what? No, hold on. When's the last time me and this asshole talked? I don't see it. Oh, they can. You just gotta be strong enough to do it. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like if somebody picking on you and they saying some shit that you don't agree with and you're getting offended, you got every right to defend yourself. I don't give a damn who it is. If I feel like if I buy you that much, you ain't gotta damn look at me, say anything to me, pretend the hell I'm dead. Cause if I feel like if every damn time I'm around you, you got something to say about me, clearly I must be important. Oh my bad, YouTube. I do not own the copyright to whatever music that was. I clicked on something and somebody was playing some music. And once again, I'll say that is exactly why I pretty much stay to myself to keep myself out of trouble. Cause back then I was ready for whatever. I just ain't give a fuck. Mhm.